Hi, my name's Lacey Summers. I don't protect patient privacy. Introduction. In 1934, Grace Myers recognized the moral authority to protect patient privacy. In 1996 began the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. What is HIPAA? HIPAA ensures that confidentiality and security of protected health information when it is transferred, received, handled, or shared. The ability to transfer health insurance coverage if you change or lose job, and it reduces healthcare fraud and abuse. I found healthcare fraud cases that have been pending. In 2007, there was 2,493 cases. In 2008, there was 2,434 cases. In 2009, there was 2,494. And in 2010, there was 2,573. And in 2011, there was 2,690 pending cases of fraud. That's a lot. Protecting patient info. Healthcare providers should take multiple steps to protect your info. They should always confirm a patient's identity. They should never discuss information with anyone other than the patient unless authorized to. They should never leave hard copies or forms lying where unauthorized persons may access them. And when they're sending information in the mail, they should always mark confidential on it. They should conduct patient interviews in a private room. They should never mention a patient's name in a public area. Patient charts should be locked in a filing cabinet and closed at all times, and computers should be protected with a password and never given to an unauthorized person. Advantages for electronic health records. Numerous doctors have access to your health records if they use a database, so the focus is mainly on the health of the patients. It's improved quality, it's greater efficiency, convenience, and cost savings. It enables safer and more reliable prescribing. That way it can be sent to your prescription can be sent to a pharmacy straight through the database or email. You don't have to call it in or take it there, and then you can just go and pick it up and it will be filled. Has complete documentation and it's accurate. It's more space to store the records. That way everything's not cluttered in a filing cabinet. And it provides accurate, up-to-date, and complete information on the patients. If the HIPAA policy and procedures were to be followed, then they would be safe and secure. Disadvantages. Patients fear that their records aren't confidential anymore. If security is not on the database, then it can involve hackers to get in the database, and that's what people fear, that their medical chart could be hacked. Information may get put into the hands of the wrong person. The information that gets inputted into the system could be incorrect. I seen a case where a woman had a different medical issue, but they listed it as COPD, and she didn't have COPD, so she got the wrong medical attention. Medical facilities could be broken into, and the computers could be stolen. Electronic health record fears. It makes it very easy for one doctor or facility to share the records with another. All employees are capable of accessing the database, so they could get in there and read about your information, especially if they know you, and that's none of their business. It's supposed to be confidential. Founder of Austin, Texas-based Patient Privacy Rights, Deborah Pill, stated that many patients would be shocked to know how many people can access their medical records, and this is why people fear that their information may get in the hands of the wrong person. If a medical office facility followed the HIPAA policies and procedures, then fears wouldn't be so high. But with employees not following the laws and accessing your information for their own use to be nosy, and people hearing about it through television and media, then people know that their information may be being viewed by somebody it shouldn't be. Medical records should be secured with a password. Cases that I found on the internet. In 2005, a medical office was broken into and 2,800 patients' records were exposed. That's a lot. I also found an article right here that hits right at home. In the Dayton Daily newspaper, there was an article about privacy fears after an accident happened on Interstate 675. The victim was severely injured in the accident, and about 200 hospital employees accessed the database and viewed his record. And under federal law, you are not allowed to access it unless it's legitimate. So you're telling me 200 employee workers worked on this man when he was in the hospital and were viewing his record legally? I doubt it. Conclusion: if HIPAA policies and procedures were followed correctly, then your records would not be placed in the hands of unauthorized individuals. I believe switching to electronic health records made the patients be the doctor's #1 priority, so other doctors can view your charts and you get the right medical attention that you need. But there are wrongdoing employees that work in medical fields, and they can authorize your chart whenever they want if they have the password, and that's not right. But if the HIPAA policy and procedures were followed, the records would be secured and safe, and you wouldn't have to fear anything. But they like to be nosy and get in, and if they know somebody, they like to check their records. So do you trust that your doctors are keeping your medical charts safe?